Welcome to the Small Business Minute. Today's topic is, the first million is the hardest. As entrepreneurs, we all set goals. It's a way to measure our progress. The big difference I have found between individuals is the size of their goals. Some people are just more ambitious than others. But the size of one's ambition is not a precursor to success. Goals are wonderful. They keep us moving forward. Much like a ship's compass, goals give us a heading or a direction in which to sail, even when our destination is over the horizon. Goals give us focus, because without them, we risk drifting aimlessly. One of the most common goals entrepreneurs have is $1 million. It could be $1 million in sales, $1 million in profit, or $1 million in wealth. Regardless of what anybody says, $1 million is still a lot of money, and damn hard to achieve. The $1 million goal was immortalized by the Bare Naked Ladies, if I had $1 million. The problem with such lofty goals is that, although achievable, they're rarely short-term nor easily attained. When you think about it, if we were to measure our progress on a daily basis, most of us would become disillusioned very quickly. The painfully slow progress would be akin to watching a kettle boil. Most big goals require compounding effects of time and effort to achieve. Having a healthy dose of patience and resilience usually doesn't hurt. A major setback can easily destroy the will to continue our journey, turning a goal into another failed impossibility. To avoid the goal-crushing reality that are part of the entrepreneurial life, I use a simple formula or process to break down my loftier goals into a series of smaller, more manageable objectives. Simply put, if the first $1 million is the hardest, it also stands to reason that the first $10,000 is the hardest. Yet $10,000 feels much more achievable in the short term. Once we get that first $10,000 under our belt, we can set our sights on the $20,000 mark, then $30,000, and so on, relishing in our achievements along the way. Before we know it, we're hitting our first $100,000 and have settled in and marking off the mileposts of our smaller yet more manageable intermediary goals. Whenever I'm faced with a large, seemingly insurmountable goal, I always try to remind myself of the adage of how to eat an elephant, and that's one bite at a time. I know this sounds simple, and that's because it is. By setting small, more realistic, short-term goals, it gives us the opportunity to celebrate our successes along the way. More importantly, though, these shorter goals allow us to refine our methods so we can achieve the next one much faster than the previous one. Setting smaller, more numerous goals will give you a sense of progress. Success can then be measured in months versus years, if not decades, because the first million is the hardest. I'm Greg Weatherdon, and this has been your Small Business Minute.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified when the next video is released.